Hi, everybody. Welcome to the 2025 Aspire Leaders Program application launch event. We are so excited for this new year of the Aspire Leaders Program. And today at this info session, we just want to tell you a little bit more about it. Um, Sorry, wait, I'm approving a couple of recording requests. We want to tell you a little bit more about it. We want to answer your questions, and we want you to hear directly from our own alumni and moderators, actually, of our Cohort 3 program. So very excited to have you all here. I'm Hannah Rosa. I'm the Communications and Outreach Coordinator. I'm joined by Jenna Marr, our Communications and Outreach Manager. And we're based in Massachusetts, usually Cambridge, Massachusetts now. But we are very excited to have you here today. If you want to put in chat where all of you are coming from and introduce yourselves really quickly, we'd love to see where all of you are coming from. And let me open up the message. Oh, all right. It's not showing me chat, but that's okay. Oh, now I see it. Hi. All right. So we have someone from Ghana, Indonesia, Bangladesh. Hi, everybody. Great to see you. Iran, Puerto Rico. Awesome. So happy to have you guys here. Um, so first I'm going to go into, as I mentioned, I'm going to go into a presentation about the program. Please save your questions until the questions portion. I will announce when that is. That'll take place right after the alumni panel. And then at the end of the event, if you want to stay for a couple minutes as we go over the application, like a live video of the application process, you are welcome to do so, just in case you had any questions on that. So without further ado, let's begin. And if everyone could make sure their mics are muted, that would be great, just so everybody can hear the presentation. Alrighty. Oops, started a little bit ahead. All right, so everybody, welcome once again. So first question you probably have is, what is the Aspire Leaders Program? And it is a free online leadership development program for first-gen low-income college students around the world. College students, university students, we know it's called something different everywhere, so college or university. What does the program entail? So in our program, you'll gain access to professional skills training, an exclusive course designed and delivered by Harvard faculty, and interactive seminars with world-class educators that'll teach you about their specialties, that'll answer your questions, and you'll get to interact with your global cohort of peers throughout the program and really start building your network. What are the benefits for the people who graduate the program? So after you complete the program, Aspire Institute continues to empower our alumni to continue their leadership development, and we do that through seed funds, academic grants, workshops, and as I mentioned, a global network of peers and mentors. And we'll go into a bit of that in the following slides. But first, let's go over eligibility requirements. So who is eligible for our program? So to join the Aspire Leaders, to be accepted into the program, you have to be 18 to 29 years old, a first-generation college student coming from a low-income background, currently enrolled in an undergraduate program, or having recently graduated within the last 3 years, and you can't be currently in a postgraduate program. And we do recommend intermediate English proficiency. However, we strongly recommend that we strongly encourage participants, if they're not 100% comfortable with their English proficiency, just to try it out anyway. We've had students in the past say, I wasn't comfortable with it and I tried it and my English got better. So, you never know what you're capable of until you're in the middle of it. So we do strongly recommend that you guys apply and try to go through with as much knowledge as you have of the language. But it is a program delivered entirely in English. Okay, so now what I have here is a little snippet from our program video that you can find on our website and on our YouTube channel. Our CEO, Mina Sonia, will be talking a little bit about each portion of the program that's split up into two modules and then our extended leadership programs. So just sit back, relax, and I will play the video. Sorry, let me make that full screen.
This leadership journey has two parts. In Module 1, you will discover your strengths and sharpen your skills in resume writing, networking, and preparing for a job interview. In Module 2, you will take part in a special leadership course. It's created just for you and taught by professors from Harvard. This course will help you see yourself as a leader in your community, discover the challenges around you, and learn how to use technology to meet these challenges. Masterclasses will also be available for students to attend throughout Modules 1 and 2. These classes are taught by world-class educators on topics ranging from art and architecture to technology, science, and entrepreneurship. At the end of the program, you will take everything you've learned and plan a special project. This project will address a real problem in your community using the skills and knowledge you have gained in the Aspire Leaders program. Once you've completed the Aspire Leaders program, there's more. You will also have access to the Extended Leadership program. Here we offer opportunities to connect with others and get financial support for projects that make a positive impact. You'll keep meeting mentors and friends, growing as a leader, and making a difference that lasts.
After being part of the program, I got to interact with a lot of people and my peers from all around the world. It helped me express my views better.
This program has given me confidence, has honed up my skills to tackle the issues in management and social settings.
I learned to work in diversity, believe in my ideas, and never give up in my dream to transform my country, Peru, and the world. If you're a first gen, low income, and you want to keep growing as a leader, this is your opportunity.
Aspire Institute is here to help you with your path forward. Come join the movement.
All right.
This leadership.
Oh, not again. Awesome. So you just got a really quick rundown of our full program. Sorry, that's again. Let's go to the next slide. And here's kind of, we just went over all of this, but here's a visual of what your journey at Aspire will look like. So as we mentioned, it begins with application and registration. As you'll see at the end of this event, we make it very easy for all of you to apply. So to get into the program, all you have to do is be eligible. So hit those eligibility requirements I mentioned in a previous slide. So let me go back to those really quickly. Oh, no, we went all the way forward. Sorry, folks. So again, these are the eligibility requirements: 18 to 29, first-gen college student, low-income background, currently enrolled in an undergraduate program or recently graduated within the last 3 years, and intermediate English proficiency, but we don't ask for like TOEFL scores or anything. So the English proficiency is up to you whether or not you're comfortable with joining the program. And then after you get accepted into the program, you go through Module 1, which, as you heard Mina discuss, is our personal and professional development portion. You'll take professional development workshops that are co-created with the Harvard Business School Resource Center. And those are workshops on resume writing, networking, interviewing. You'll also begin your global peer interactions at this point in time. And you'll be taking, as she mentioned, a strengths-based leadership assessment, just so you can kind of start to see where your strengths lie, maybe think about what you want to improve in the future, that kind of thing. And then after each module, you'll receive a badge for completing the module. And at the end of the program, you'll receive a certificate signed by our Harvard Business School co-founders. But after Module 1, you'll enter Module 2, which, again, you heard is our Aspire Horizons course. This is a course designed and developed by our co-founders and another Harvard Business School faculty member, Sadal Neely. You may have seen her around on social media. A lot of our participants have really enjoyed her portion of the course, but this is tailored to first-generation students. It's made with you in mind, and it really has you start thinking about your place in your community, what positive impact means for you and your community. And we have you start thinking about a problem you see and write a proposal to address that problem. You'll also, in this portion, hear from leaders from around the world. And again, connect with your peers and brainstorm on how you guys can work on these problems that you see in your communities. And then beyond that, we have our extended leadership programs, which you heard Mina mention as well, but we'll dive a little bit more into that in the next slide. Some things to know about the program. So it is a 9-week program. Cohort 1, which is the application cycle that is currently open, will run from January to March. And we actually do, let me see if I can pull it up really quickly. Okay, so cohort 1 will run from January to March. That's January 8th to March 5th. Cohort 2 will run from March to May. Cohort 3 from May to July. Cohort 4 to August to October, and cohort 5 October to December. So we'll have the program open all throughout the year, but you will only have certain periods of time to register for each cohort. So, after the December 4th deadline for cohort 1, that'll be coming up in a couple months, you will not be able to apply to cohort 1 again. So if you'd like to take the program in January, this is definitely the cycle to apply to. The average time commitment is about 5 hours per week, but it could definitely be less depending on how quickly you work. The program is split into synchronous and asynchronous portions. So you'll have a few weeks per module to work on your assignments. The only live portions of the class or the program are when you talk with your peers, and also the master classes that occur throughout the program, which I will be discussing shortly. Actually on the next slide. So as Mina mentioned as well, our master classes are our immersive learning portion of the program. These are master classes, again, taught by world-class educators on a wide range of subjects. They are coming from top universities around the world and the US, everywhere. And they're all coming from different backgrounds, different specialties, and they're volunteering their time to share about their experiences with you. And this is really the portion of the program where you can start to broaden your academic horizons. Maybe you can explore a topic that you've considered before, but you've never really had the time in your schedule to look into, or maybe you want to just join a class that you love the subject of. So really, this is kind of like choose your adventure. They will be offered throughout modules 1 and 2. And you only need to attend one master class to meet that requirement for completed alumni status after you pass modules 1 and 2. All right, so I know we're coming at time for this portion really quickly, so I'm just going to breeze through this kind of fast. Our extended leadership programs offer opportunities for mentorship, professional development, and financial awards. Our mentorship opportunities are kind of a continuation of our master classes. So these are monthly sessions led by a diverse array of leaders, professionals, and individuals around the world. They will also be coming to talk about their specialty. It's a chance for you to ask them your questions and really get that kind of, group mentorship. And professional development, you will have an alumni portal with links to funding, jobs, scholarships for students just like you. We have it broken down into regions from around the world and global opportunities as well. This list is constantly being updated, so it's a great resource for you to come back to and kind of see what's going on around the world that you can use for your academic and professional development. We also have a monthly newsletter featuring event announcements, new opportunities, and content produced by alumni like you. We love to hear from our alumni. We love to feature the content they create. So that's a great way for you to kind of engage with your community and hear from your fellow young leaders around the world. We also offer financial awards. So financial awards are available. So all of these actually most of them, most of these offerings are available to our alumni, and you become an alumni when you complete at least one module of the program. So if you complete only module one, you'll have access to the mentorship opportunities and professional development. But only completed alumni, those who have completed both modules 1 and 2, will have access to the financial awards. So what those are, we offer seed funds. So you remember that project proposal I was talking about earlier that you do in module 2? Well, this is an opportunity for you to apply for some funding to maybe kickstart that idea you have for making real change in your community. Or even if it's not the project proposal you came up with, another idea that you've had, or maybe it's a project that you've already been working on. This is for you to really start putting into reality your idea and not having to access your own funds or impact your financial status. This is from us to you to be able to really get that going. These are awards from 200 to 500 US dollars. We also offer academic advancement grants. So these are grants that are awarded self-explanatory to your academic advancement. This is grants that you can take towards maybe your like TOEFL exam, towards certificate training, anything that'll really that you need for your academic development, academic and professional development. And these are awards of up to 200 US dollars. Alrighty, and I will go back to this page in a little bit, but really quickly, applications, as you probably know, for our 2025 Aspire Leaders program are open. If you are interested in applying, you can scan this QR code, or you can visit our website, www.aspireleaders.org, and click the red apply button at the top. We also have this link all over our social media, in the links in our bios, so it will be very easy for you to access. And without further ado, let me introduce you, or let our alumni introduce themselves to you. So if you guys would like to introduce yourselves, let's start with Uche.
Yeah.
Hi everyone, am I
everybody.
audible?
Okay, so
Oh,
let's
sorry.
start with
Oh, okay. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, hi everyone. My name is Uche Ezekwe. I'm from Nigeria. I studied electrical engineering at the University of Nigeria, and I currently work as a switch engineer trainee in a telecom company here in Nigeria. And I'm an Aspire moderator for cohort 3, and I'm happy to be here with everyone.
Thank you so much. Ashley, if you'd like to go as well.
Yeah. Hi everybody. My name is Ashley J. Milag. I'm AJ for short. I recently graduated with an accounting degree from the University of Santo Tomas in the Philippines. So I'm currently trying to go back on track on studying for my license, international license. So I'm also currently working with Uche and Adnan as Aspire moderator for this current cohort that we have, which is cohort 3. And I'm happy to be here.
Awesome. Thank you so much. We're happy to have you all here too. Adnan, if you would like to go as well.
Hello everyone, my name is Mohammad Adnan. I am from Bangladesh. I'm currently pursuing computer science engineering, and I have also participated in Aspire leadership program. And I'm also currently a moderator for cohort 3 of Aspire leadership program.
Awesome. Thank you all so much. These are our lovely moderators. If you are at this info session and are also in cohort 3, these are your moderators. You've probably already seen them. But here they are again. So they'll be answering a few questions today. So let's start off with Uche, if you would like to let everyone know, what was your experience in the program like, and what was your favorite part of it?
Oh, thank you very much, Anna. Okay, so I totally enjoyed the Aspire Leadership Program, right? I was in cohort 2. I was with Ashley in cohort 2, right? And I think what I found very interesting about the Aspire Leaders Program was right from the onset, we got to interact with our peers. And I was meeting a lot of students from India, from Bangladesh, from Peru. There were like many students, including those from Nigeria as well. I mean, I met a couple of my schoolmates or past schoolmates on the Discord server, right? And it was just very interesting. I mean, part of the reasons why I applied for the program was for professional development, and everything was amazing. My favorite part of that program was module two. In module two, we had to attend master classes, right? So you could attend one or as many as you are free to attend, right? But before the masterclass sessions, right, we had to interact with our peers and discuss the questions, etc. And then on that call, I met someone from Kenya, Faith, and we have stayed in contact to date, right? So I particularly enjoy the aspect of interacting with your peers, having to work with them, having to have them give you feedback and everything. And Professor Penn's Praise Masterclass and you get to know about that was totally amazing. So yes, module two was one of my favorite parts of this program.
Thank you so much, Uche. That's really funny that you were able to like meet like your like students that you had gone to school with as well. That's small world, you know. But thank you so much for sharing your experience. And then so Adnan, why did you initially apply to the program?
Well, I have applied because of the fact that I wanted to broaden my leadership skills and connect with diverse and like-minded individuals myself, particularly those who are driven by the aspire or rather dream to make a difference. So I first come to hear about the Aspire Leadership Program from a YouTube channel. So from there, I learned about the leadership program, and Aspire really seemed like the perfect platform for learning leadership, especially with its strong focus on personal growth and global impact. I've also come to know before applying that there will be faculty of Harvard Business School conducting those master classes. So that is an opportunity that nobody would really pass on. So that was also a big motivation for me in order to apply for it. And just overall, I wanted to improve my skills, and I really got hooked on Aspire when I come to hear about the course, or rather the program. So that's basically about why I initially applied in order to gain my knowledge about the world in overall sense.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you so much for sharing. And then Ashley, what is the most useful thing you learned during your time in the program? I know Uche covered on hers a little bit, but I'd love to hear from you as well.
Yeah, so the Aspire Leaders program made me realize that leadership is not always as defined as we expect it to be. So it's kind of like in a spectrum where it changes over time because you continuously go through this process of learning, practicing, applying it, making mistake, etc. So if you're feeling lost about your own definition of leadership, the Aspire Leaders program is perfect for you because again, your own definition of leadership might be different from another person. So you gotta take that time to craft what you think that might be. So to be able to maximize the impact that you want, not only in your life, but to the people surrounding you. So yeah, if you're looking for a way to realize that kind of leadership, you're definitely perfect for this program.
Thank you so much. That was incredibly well said. And someone in the comments even said, I love Ashley's perspective on leadership. So thank you so much for sharing. All right, I will ask this one to Adnan again. What advice do you have for those who will start the program next year, and how can someone make the most of their time in it?
Well, thank you, first of all. My advice at first would be a quite general advice, which is to be proactive with the community and the mentors, especially, particularly in the second portion of the module, where you will get the opportunity to attend live classes conducted by the mentors. More of that you will get to know later on the slide. But during those live class sessions, what I used to do personally is to not just attend the class. I used to take out a notepad and a pen and just write it out everything and take notes of the classes. And afterwards, the mentors, they give out a small portion of time, or rather a large portion of time, and ask Q&A sessions, right? So over there you can ask questions. And since it's a leadership program and it's a networking program, a small life hack would be to just ask questions in order to network with the instructors. So, you get to network with the faculty of Harvard Business School. So that's one thing. I'm just giving out tips right here. So, and yeah, in general, be proactive and take full adventure of every learning opportunity you get. Life is full of opportunities, and I truly believe that you should grab every opportunity you get. So I suggest that to everyone that do not be lazy about this program whenever you get to attend. Attend the master classes with an open mind and reflect on what you learn. And honestly, don't be afraid to come out of your comfort zone in order to learn or ask questions about the program. And the more you invest in this program, the more you will learn and grow as a leader and a person in general. And just have perspicacity about the overall sense, about not only just the program, but also about your surroundings, because there will be a portion, as there was mentioned before, there will be a portion in the program where you will be given the opportunity for seed funding. So if you are brainstorming about ideas or social issues in your surroundings from a earlier portion of period, you will definitely be able to brainstorm out ideas or get more interesting ideas to showcase in front of Aspire and apply for the seed funding. And eventually, let's just hope that you get it and play an important and impactful role in your society. So that would be my three pieces of advice: is to be proactive, uh, grow out of your comfort zone, and just be curious, because curiosity creates the whole purpose of it. And just have fun with the program. It's honestly all about having fun. So you will have fun and you will get the opportunity to learn from a world-class faculty. So that's a win-win situation for everyone, I believe. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I honestly could not have said it better myself. And definitely to your point, you know, if you're taking the time to join a program, to do the work to get through it, you may as well take full advantage of it. You know, pay attention, gain as much as you can from the program, build your network. I got to meet an alum earlier this year who was actually part of our program back in 2020 or 2021. And she still WhatsApp messages her group that she was with today. So, you know, these are friends you can make for life. This is a network that you can go back on and maybe see, you know, use their connections as well. So it's a great chance for you to really build your community. And then, Uche, I'd love to ask you, why did you become a moderator and how has that experience been?
Oh, I particularly like that question because after I got impacted by Aspire, right, I wanted to give back. And I think towards the end of that program, while we were like putting together our projects in module 3, right, I had something that had to do with education, like going back to secondary schools. So I wanted to give back to Aspire and to the community, but I was not sure how. So when I saw the application come out, call for moderators, I was like, oh, this is the perfect opportunity to give back and still be part of this community. And I would say that like since then, it has made me a bit more grounded in the Aspire Institute community and with like my past cohort members, right? So I applied to be a community moderator because it was my own way of contributing back to an organization that's poured into me, right? And I'm better for it. So.
Thank you so much. And we're so happy to have you here. I know I mentioned it a bunch of times, but we really are grateful to have such incredible moderators helping us with the students and with our program. So thank you so much for all of the things you guys do and for being here today. If anyone else would like to share why they become a moderator, we have a few more minutes for this portion, and then we can go into questions. Yeah, awesome, Ashley.
Yeah, I think my main motivation for becoming a moderator is this quote that the right information can change someone's life. I mean, usually it's used in medicine, the right information can save a life, but I would like to kind of recalibrate that mindset. The right information can change someone's life. So basically what we do is that we communicate with the current students, helping them with their uh, Aspire Leaders program experience. So it's kind of like a motivator and how to also leverage on your communication skills and your leadership skills, like taking that initiative to give back to community without anything in return. It's just basically, as I've always said, leadership is not always going to be defined as you expect it to be. It might be undefined. So as you go through different processes or different stages in your life, you're going to encounter different chances where you can create an impact or a difference into someone's life. So it's up to you whether you're going to commit to that particular scenario. But again, as what we've learned from Professor Sachu, he's one of our amazing Harvard Business School professors, the amazing class, by the way, is that the magic happens when you start committing to something. So do not be afraid to commit to anything, because again, committing to something opens a lot of doors of opportunities for you. It could open doors to learn, could open doors for further growth, could open doors for career development, professional development. And there's a lot of things that you can learn. It's either you learn and it's either you fail and learn, or you grow and learn. So I think that was the key motivation as why I've decided to become a moderator. And at the same time, it's also good to have this opportunity to work with people. Like, of course, I was able to work with Uche, we're very good friends, Adnan as well. Very, very incredible, talented people. So like surrounding yourself with the right people also motivates you to become like them. So it's kind of a challenge of how you can grow at the same pace and always challenging yourself to push yourself to your limits and learning, constantly growing and developing.
Thank you so much. Again, could not have said it better myself. I think you guys should be over here running the rest of the info session. Thank you guys so much. We still do have a few more minutes if anyone would like to share. I think you covered it. Actually, well, I don't know if it was your favorite actually, but what was your favorite master class and why?
Ooh, this is a hard question because during my time as a student, I think this is a common knowledge. I attended all of the master classes in module 2. That is a total of 14 master classes. But I think I must say the most empowering one, or the one that really marked on me, is the master class with Professor Andrea Loch of Harvard Business School, creating emerging markets. So her master classes is about leadership and action. So basically, it's a very thought-provoking session because she'll actually challenge your thoughts on leadership, and she'll actually try to give you resources and how you can expand your knowledge about how you can lead in your community or like society at large. So that was my favorite masterclass, I can say.
Awesome. Thank you so much. And everybody trust Ashley because Ashley went through all of them. So that's incredible. Thank you so much. Uche, did you want to share as well?
Okay, for me, I was not able to attend all 14, right? But I particularly liked Professor Penfrase's masterclass on global citizenship. I felt like it was that right call to action for everyone to like get up and start doing something for their community. Like he totally handled it in such a way that you get out of the call and they're like, okay, I need to figure out something. And our project already gave us the opportunity to start working on an idea that we could like act on. But I was privileged to also attend the masterclasses for module cohort 3 because I moderated with them. And I enjoyed Professor Votman's class on basic medicine, right? I think it was like I did not do medicine and I had like limited knowledge on anything medicine related. So it was like an introduction, right? The perfect introduction to understanding all of that. So yeah, that's it.
I think I did sit on one of his sessions once. It was very like all of these sessions are really incredible, full of rich information. And, I love seeing the participants interact with the professors. It's just such a cool experience and a cool space to be in. Adnan, did you want to share yours as well?
Yeah, well, there were a lot of master classes to attend. Well, it wasn't mandatory, but I attended some of them. I liked Professor Singh's class, Professor Reza Satru's class. But again, I would agree with her because I love Professor Brian Penfrase's class because I had such a small idea about the term global citizenship. I thought it was about connecting with people from foreign countries, and that's about it. That's all about global citizenship, right? But the professor has actually caught me off guard in that term because he has given me another perspective of what it means to be a global citizen. I'm not going to spoil the class. You guys should be excited to attend that one. So I'm giving out no spoilers. Don't worry about that. But yeah, I really enjoyed that class because it has given me another perspective about something that I thought in a different manner, in my own perspective. And then someone has come around and challenged my perspective and then changed it, right? And even after the master class, I actually asked many questions to the professor, and he was very understanding about my questions and my curiosity. So yeah, I was mindful about the class and I asked some questions to get more knowledge out of the professor. And that's what I suggest everyone to do, is to be like a sponge. Try to absorb as much as you can from the master classes, even if they're pre-recorded. Ask questions from your peers, from your brothers and sisters from the Discord server. Ask questions from them and just get a general idea about how the cultures and how the world perspective from different countries work. And that's about a part of global citizenship as well. So yeah, that's basically my. Although it's difficult to pick a favorite master class, but since that was the one that really changed my perspective, I'll give the point to that one. Yeah.
Absolutely. I'm so happy to hear you guys took so much from your master classes, and everybody who's listening. Again, only one master class is required, but you can gain so much from going to more master classes, asking your questions, engaging with your peers, engaging with the educators who are volunteering their time from, again, as I mentioned, top universities around the world. So really take as much advantage of the things we offer as you can. But yeah, now I would love, thank you again to our incredible alumni panel. Now we are going to go into the questions portion of our session today. You are welcome to ask the Aspire team our questions about your questions about the program. You can also ask questions directly to our alumni panel. But yeah, feel free to put your questions in the chat, or we can also unmute people. I see Fahim. I'm sorry if I mispronounced your name, raising his hand. So if you'd like to speak, I will unmute you now. Or I asked you to unmute. Perfect.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
I want to know, I want to ask Adnan here, if there are any group where we, we want to join with him, and we want to know about the full procedure in our mother language, Bengali.
Sorry, could you repeat that really quick? It was a little mumbly on my end. Was it about?
I have a question to ask.
Sorry,
I,
go ahead.
I have a question to Adnan Bhaiya.
Oh,
Is there any group in social media that we want to connect with him, and we ask many questions in our mother language, and we want to we want know full procedure of this program uh, to him.
Yes, I have understood your question. There are opportunities in the Discord server, but the Discord server is entirely in English, right? So, and if you have any difficulty to understand in English, you can ask the moderators, and we as the moderators will try our best to uh, reply to you about the portion that you do not understand in Bangla, as it is the language you mentioned. So I'm specifically talking about Bangla. So, and if you don't understand about a specific portion, you can ask any of the moderators and they will try to use simple terms. And again, Aspire, if you check their website upon joining the course, you will see that the terminology isn't quite complex. It's quite simple English. So you're a student, and I'm coming from like the same country, so I understand your curriculum, and I believe in you that you will be able to understand. And if you don't, then you can ask the moderators if you have any confusion. You can ask me if I'm moderating that cohort. And again, you have asked about social media platforms. The official Aspire social media would be the Discord server. However, there are some small communities where students from the Discord server, they try to create some small spaces, especially from the same country, right? They try to create some small spaces. Those are not official, by the way. The official would be the Discord server, and we'll try to assist you as much as possible. However, there are some small communities which you can join if you wish to, but Aspire does not commute with any of those. Aspire only commutes with the Discord servers, and that's the only portion where you will be able to get help. But apart from that, the moderators are always here, and the website is quite easy to understand. You will get the grasp of it pretty soon, and I truly believe in it. And that was a great question, by the way. So thank you for asking that.
Excellent question, and thank you so much, Adnan, for answering that.
Where could I find the Discord server link? Group link?
So you will gain access to the Discord server once you are accepted into the program. So again, all you need to do is apply, be eligible, and then if you are eligible, you'll be accepted into the program, and the cohort 1 will start in January. So you'll have until everyone will have until December 4th this year, 2024, at 11:59 p.m. to apply to cohort 1. And I'll pull back up that screen that has the QR code and the dates for you all to see. But first, I see a question from Munashe. I apologize again if I mispronounce your name, but you are welcome to speak.
Okay, thank you. I don't know if I missed it, but I just wanted to know, how does the 5 hour work in a week? Like, if you can break it down for me, just a rough sketch so that I should know. Thank you.
I'm sorry, could you repeat that? I'm very sorry if I am a little hard of hearing. It's raining outside, but Jenna, did you hear that?
I did, yeah. I think your question was about like the weekly schedule throughout the program.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Would one of the alums here want to answer that? If not, I'm happy to. Yeah, Ashley, go ahead. Or AJ.
Yeah, okay. So regarding the weekly activities, it actually varies from module to module. So like since your module 1 would be your personal and professional development, it's a bit, let's say module 1 is the easiest for all of us. I think that would be the standard. Module 1 is very easy. It's kind of like a warm up. So we spent about 3 to 5 hours a week, and there's like 3 weeks for module 1, and then your module 2 has to be about 6 weeks, which is in the current cohort it's module 3, but basically module 3 will challenge you. So basically, I think I can say that it is the most challenging part of the program because in this part, you're going to apply everything you've learned within the Aspire Leaders program and actually try to see if you can make a difference within your communities worldwide. So I think it's also about 5 to 6 hours a week. That would be 6 hours, but the first 3 weeks are more flexible, because in the first 3 weeks, I think I cannot spoil the fun on what you will be getting for the first 3 weeks, but basically you'll be learning from our Harvard Business School professors from that. And throughout the program, since your master classes are stretched, you'll get the chance to attend live sessions, as in live online class with top class or world class faculty and experts on different topics. So it could either be, again, about art and architecture, STEM, business technology, sustainability. You also have leadership, entrepreneurship. So there's like different topics, and there's like scheduled session that you can register to, and then you attend it on Zoom like this, and learn from and interact with your peers and learn from those amazing, incredibly talented professors who have been experts in their field. Some of them are coming from Harvard, some of them are coming from IB and SEED. So there's a lot of things that you can gain from there. Usually those sessions last about 2 hours. I think, yeah, 90 minutes to 120 minutes. But again, even if it's a short span of time, there's so much things you can learn from there. So I hope that answers your question.
Perfect. Absolutely. Thank you. Oh, and yes, Uche?
I wanted to add something to what Ashley said, right? When Ashley, if your issue is with schedules clashing, most of the course or most of the program is self-paced, right? So in module one, you get to do the things as you are free to do them. So if you're not free during the day and you're free at night, you can do them at night, right? When you have to attend the classes live, the master classes, and even then you have like a variety of options to pick from. So you can pick. I actually did all, but I wasn't able to do all, right? So I took the ones that were that could fit into my schedule. So basically, most of it is self-paced, and just a couple of things here and there are things that you have to attend live, if that helps.
Awesome. Thank you so much. That's a really important point as well. As we mentioned earlier, everyone, there are asynchronous portions of the program, so we make it so that you can complete things on your own time. We offer a bunch of different master classes, so you don't have to attend every single one, but you will be able to find one that does fit into your schedule. So thank you both so much for taking on that question. I want to answer a couple of the questions I've seen in chat. I lost a couple of them. Hold on. Oh, so in case there is any confusion, so when our alumni panel was taking the program for this year was split into 3 cohorts. So the master classes were their own cohort. So when they talk about module 2, they're talking about master classes. In the 2025 Aspire Leaders program, we will only have 2 modules. We will have all the same things as the program they did this year. Just master classes will not be their own module. They will be offered throughout the Aspire Leaders program. And again, it is an entirely free program. It is entirely online. And I'm trying to see, oh, the other question, somebody asked if there are limited seating. No. So again, if you are eligible and you apply, you'll be welcomed into the program. So please do not worry about that. We also don't require transcripts. We don't require recommendation letters or your report. Transcripts are your report card. But no, our application, as you'll see, is quite simple and just basically asks background information to confirm that you meet the eligibility requirements. All right, we can answer. Oh, we have time. Can we hear from Fatma? You want to speak?
Hi, I'm Fatma Ahmed Nasat from Egypt. I am a president of a scientific research organization in my university, Ain Shams University. I am forward to connect with you with Adil with Aspire with my organization in Egypt. So many of us in my university can enroll Aspire and inspiration with your training in Aspire. I am forward to accept with you.
Oh, were you talking about?
Thank you.
Oh, thank you. Okay. So let's hear from Ibad.
Hello, can you hear me? Okay, good morning. First of all, it's been an honor to be a part of this meeting. I wanted to ask the eligibility criteria and how, like, who are preferred more in this cohort program, and what is actually it is like. I applied last year. No, sorry, not last year. In this 2024, but. I was rejected. I got the email that I am not eligible. So I was thinking like who are preferred and who can be a part of this cohort program for the 2025.
Yeah, absolutely. So the only reason you would have been rejected is because you didn't meet one of the eligibility requirements up on the screen. So again, that's 18 to 29 years old, a first generation college student, which means that uh, your pri uh, your primary parents or caregivers did not receive their bachelor's degree, like at least sorry, if at least one parent or primary caregiver that is active in your life received a 4-year bachelor's degree, then you are not considered a first generation college student. We do look at the application to make sure that you do meet these requirements. We also consider low income background, but again, we don't ask for proof of this. We just, you know, honor system. We expect you to answer the questions on the application truthfully. And students must be currently enrolled in an undergraduate program at their university or have recently graduated within the last 3 years. And I did see a question pop up in chat earlier, saying, I believe it was somebody saying that they were going into their master's program. That person would not be eligible if you're already enrolled in that postgraduate program. This is for undergraduates, people who are currently enrolled in their undergraduate program or have recently graduated within the last 3 years and are not currently in a postgraduate program. But yeah, those are all of our eligibility requirements. You may not have been met one of these requirements, but we always welcome you to go on our website. Again, that's www.aspireleaders.org and ask the chatbot your questions. And if the chatbot can't answer them, it'll direct you to a page where you can email someone from our programs team and get a little bit more clarification on your question, or if there was an issue, they'll be able to answer you within a few days. They get quite a few emails, so you'll have to be patient with them. And then, whoa, sorry, that started playing again. I don't think it'll show me the screen while I have this up. Jenna, would you be able to call on somebody that you can see? I can't see the raised hands.
The Sabir, if you want to ask your questions.
Hello, I'm Sabir Ahmed from Bangladesh. I'm electrical engineering student.
Sorry, Sabir, I think you keep cutting out.
I'm a moderator and we proceed in student.
Sorry, Sabir, could you say that one more
Hello.
time? I don't think we could hear you. Or if you'd like to type your question in chat, we'll be able to answer it from there as well. We probably have about we have about 2 minutes actually left of this portion for questions. Before we finish up the questions though, I do just want to remind everybody that this is the QR code for our application. Jenna has been putting links in the chat as well that you can click and you'll be taken straight to the application form. But you can also access our website. Again, you can see it in the corner here on this slide, www.aspireleaders.org. At the top right of that page, or if you're on mobile, when you click the 3 lines in the corner of the page, you'll be able to see an Apply Now button. And we'll be going over the application right after this session. So again, if you guys want to stick around and see that, you absolutely can. But as we mentioned before, the deadline to apply for cohort 1 applications is December 4th at 11:59 p.m. So you will have all the way EST. So that's Eastern Standard Time. You can look up on Google what that is in your specific time zone, but you will have until 11:59 p.m. EST on December 4th to apply to cohort 1. We will have other applications for the different cohorts open throughout the year. So if there is a time of the year that works better for you to take this program, you can absolutely apply later. And we will be posting on social media when we have different cohort applications open. And if you sign up for our interest forms, you'll be receiving updates on those as well. So definitely keep an eye out for that. Follow our social media channels. And just stay up to date on everything we're doing. We'll have a lot of opportunities next year for you to join us. But for right now, if you really want to get into the first cohort of the year, again, applications for cohort 1 are currently open until December 4th. So, you've got some time, but definitely better to apply as early as possible. So, you don't have to think about it last minute. And with that, I will stop sharing this page and we can answer a couple more questions. Let's hear from Hillary. I've seen your hand raised for a little bit. Hillary, you should be able to speak now.
All right, thank you. Can you hear me?
Yes.
All right, thank you. I'm already loving everything here, and I'm Hilary Odhiambo from Kenya. I'm an author of 3 books. I'm an undergraduate student at Kenyatta University, that is in Nairobi, Kenya. I'm just I'm a bit just saying thank you for this. I think I'll be the very first person to forward my resume for the application for the upcoming application for this program. I'm in love with leadership and love everything here already. Thank you.
Thank you. You actually, since you mentioned that, you don't have to submit a resume or anything. The application will just be basic questions about your background, that kind of stuff. So again, no transcripts required, no recommendation letters, no resumes. You guys will just fill out our application form that we'll be showing you in a couple minutes. And yeah, it's very simple. Let's hear from Hamza. Hamza, you should be able to speak. Okay. Hamza, we can definitely come back to you. But first, let's hear from Albert.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello. My name is Albert. I'm from Papua New Guinea. I'm taking my postgraduate studies here in India. I'm just curious and I'm interested about this program, but I just want to ask this question. Like, I see according to the eligibility, like the criteria, I'm not eligible for the program. Like postgraduate students are not eligible. So I'm just curious. I want to know more about this opportunity, and I love it. I want to be part of it. And is there any other options, opportunities available for postgraduate students?
So currently we don't have any opportunities available for post-grad students. But as our program constantly evolves over time, any updates that we make to this program or future programs, we will be sharing with our community. But as of right now, we only have the Aspire Leaders program, and unfortunately, postgraduate students are not eligible to apply. But we thank you so much for joining this info session, and that's such a great question to ask. It's one we definitely get a lot.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. All right, we have time for one more question. Let's see if Hamza's mic is working. Hamza, you should be able to speak.
Hello, good evening.
Hello.
From Nigeria. Yes, can you hear me clearly?
Yes.
Yes, I just wanted to ask if my question is if an applicant's parent is having a bachelor's degree, perhaps one of the two parents, does that mean the applicant who has met other eligibility requirements would not be admitted into the program?
So if one of your parents,
Do you understand my question?
yes, so if one of your parents does have their bachelor's degree already, unfortunately, you would not be eligible for the program. That is if that parent is, active in your life. If it is a parent who maybe passed, if it's a parent who, has not been involved with your life, you would still be eligible. But if that's like an active parent or caregiver in your life, unfortunately, you're not considered a first generation student. Thank you so much for asking that, though. Again, that's another really important question. And it looks like we are at time. Again, if anyone has any questions, please feel free to visit our website, www.aspireleaders.org. You can find our links on social media as well. But if you visit our website, we have a chat bot located in the corner of the page where you can ask it your questions and it'll answer. Again, our cohort 1 applications are open until December 4th at 11:59 p.m. EST. We hope you guys register for the program. We have a really exciting one planned for next year. And as you heard from our incredible alumni panel, please give it up to them. They're incredible alumni, they're incredible moderators. As you heard from them, there's a lot to experience in this program and a lot to take advantage of. So thank you all for joining us today. Jenna shared our application link and our social media links in the chat that you can access. And yeah, consider applying today. And thank you again to our alumni panel. You are fantastic. If you guys would like to stick around, alumni panel, you don't have to, don't worry about it. But if any potential participants would like to stick around for a walkthrough of the program, we will be beginning that right now. So thank you guys so much again for attending. It was wonderful to have you here. Thank you guys. Bye Uche, bye Ashley, bye Adnan. You were again incredible. Could not have asked for better moderators to join. Thank you. Oh, I see. Is that Tom in chat? Everybody say hi to Tom. He's our technology officer. All right, Jenna, if you would like to begin the application walkthrough, we are all ready for you.
All right, just gonna remove these from slide. Okay. All right, so if you were to go to our website, there's a few different ways you can go learn more and find our application. So you could see on this homepage a little bit more, go to the program. You can click this big red apply button, which will take you there. You can go see more about our program here, and you've got some apply links. Or down at the bottom here, you'll see right now we have our cohort 1 open. You can check back here if you are interested in joining at a later point in the year and these dates do not work for you. Don't worry, we will announce some other dates soon. So you can always check back to this program page on our website and scroll to the bottom to look out for other dates. But for today, we're going to go through applying here. So you may put in an email. If you have not applied before, that's okay. So I'm going to stop sharing for a minute and just put in an email here. You will receive a link to your email that will ask you to verify your email. This is an important step. So make sure you visit your email once you've put in there and click that link that you see. The email will come, it will say access to your application, and it will come from Aspire Institute. One minute here.
Our technology officer, Tom, brought up a really good point. If you do not see this email, this verification email from Aspire, please check your spam folder. You should receive this email once you enter it to start your application. So definitely double check that.
Yes. So it will look something like this. And you'll click on that link, and then you'll be able to begin your application. So you'll be able to navigate through this little tutorial here, just letting you know that your answers are auto-saved, which means you can always start and go back and put in your email again and complete your application. You can navigate between the tabs on the top in the browser version, which I'm using on a desktop today, but this is available on a mobile device or a tablet as well. And then you'll always want to make sure that you submit at the end, and we'll go through how to make sure that your application is submitted. So one important step is that email that I showed you that you received. You must verify your email in order to successfully complete your application. So yes, if you do not receive that, please let us know. You'll be able to review here a bit more about everything we talked about today, the eligibility criteria, visit our website, follow us on social media, and then you can navigate up on top here, or you can click next to go through each section. So in the eligibility section, we'll lay out all of the information here. So you can, read each of the sentences clearly, fill out everything that says required with that red asterisk. So we first have the age eligibility, then we have if you are first generation or not. Again, you can review here what that means as well as on our website. If you identify as low income in your country, we will trust you in your answers. So we understand that low income means something different all around the world. So select what makes sense to you. We will ask you your current level of education. So are you in an undergraduate program, meaning are you in a university, whether that's a bachelor's, an associate's, a technical degree, whatever it may be, but it is a higher education degree program. So that could be one answer, or if you're a recent graduate and have not begun your postgraduate studies, those will be the answers in order to be eligible. If something else applies to you, please let us know, but unfortunately, you will not be eligible for the program if you have graduated from a postgraduate program, as we have spoken about. And then make sure to fill out this portion. You will only have the one option, but you do need to make sure you fill it out as it's required. So just make sure you select 2025 Aspire Leaders Program and Cohort 1. If you were to log back in after December 4th to complete an application, you will need to make sure you select the next cohort. So always be aware of this section here. As you'll see, I didn't fill out all of my answers here. So it's always a good check to see if there's a red, and it will tell you what you have, that you have another required field. So you'll know that your application won't be complete till each one of these are green. You can fill out your date of birth, gender, pronouns, country of origin, your permanent residence, whether your current address is the same as that permanent residence. If it is not, then you'll have the chance to fill that in here, your mobile number. Let us know if you're currently enrolled in an undergraduate program, or if you're a recent graduate, then you would say no. But let us know the university that you either currently attend or that you graduated from, what you studied, and the website of your university. And then either your future graduation date or when you graduated already. We'll ask you a bit about your primary caregivers or your parents. So if you grew up with one parent in your household, you can select one. If you grew up with two parents or primary caregivers in your household, select two, and so on. So if you select one, we'll ask that you let us know their highest level of education completed and their current or most recent profession. If this is true, you can always select that. And if you need to share anything else with us, you may, but it is totally optional. And same here, if there's anything else you want to share with us, you may, but it will not impact your application, either way, unless you need to explain something that was written. So all of these fill-in boxes are optional here. since you do not see this red required. We'll ask you a bit just about having access to a computer or mobile device as the program is online, but this can either be your personal device or something you can log into from your university or a library. So we just want to make sure that you can access the program and that you have access to internet somewhere as well. We'll ask you to let us know how you heard about us. We just always like to know how you heard about us, whether it was from social media, whether you heard from an alum, from searching online, from your university or a nonprofit that is in your community, from an info session like today, or if there's others. So you can select all of the above, or you can select just one. And depending on what you select, you may have some different follow-up questions. So if you select social media, we'll ask you to, if you can, share the link, whether that was a link of a friend or our social media. If you know the link where you heard about it from, you can give us that information. If you heard from a program alum and you'd like to share their name, which is optional, then you may write it in there. If you searched some leadership programs and then found us and you want to let us know a little bit more about what you searched or the link that you found, you can write that in there. If you heard from your university or another organization, you can start to try to type that in here. So let's say, I heard about it from Boston University. Oh, okay, I see that that's listed. Great. But let's say you start typing in whatever your university or nonprofit you heard from is in this box and you don't see it appear, then go ahead and leave that blank, and then you can write it in English here. And if you heard from an info session, you can just select that. If it's other and you'd like to tell us what your other is, how you heard about the program, that would be fantastic. We really appreciate when you fill us out, as it helps us to know what resources are helping folks to find out about Aspire, and how can we continue to do better and allow people to find information about the program and navigate to our application. If you've applied before, you can let us know. If not, then you'll just select no here. And then there's many reasons, I'm sure, but we provide just a few. We just want to get an idea of what really drew you to applying. Was it the global community, the world-class educators, or having access to seed funds and mentorship? If it's something else, we completely understand. You can write that in one of the previous write-in fields, or just select the one that's most true for you. And then we want to keep this application nice and short and doable for you. So it's great to know how long it took you so that we can continue to keep it in, a 20-minute or less time frame is our hope for you all. So if it did take you within that time frame or longer, it's always helpful for us as we continue to make changes to our content. And then you will need to confirm that all of this information is accurate. We do trust that everything you put in here is accurate when we make admissions decisions. And so we are asking you to confirm that. And if we were to find out that you did not answer honestly, then you could be removed from the program. So we really do appreciate your honesty and attention as you go through. And then we have some terms of use, which you may read through here, and you will need to select that you've read them. And then make sure you submit that or click that submit button. If you are on a mobile device or you're looking on a smaller screen, notice you may have to scroll back up to the top of the page. So just look for that blue submit button. If you go to submit and you have not completed everything, you'll see that it tells me what my errors are. And so you can actually nicely navigate back to where you need to fill in the information. You can also see above anywhere where you have red, it's telling you, okay, I have 8 required fields I didn't fill out here. I have 1 here, 1 here. I need to make sure I do that. If all of this is green and you still are unable to submit, then please make sure your email is verified. So make sure that you received an email like this with an authentication link, as that will be required. And once you click submit, if it went through successfully, you will get a success page saying you've successfully submitted, and you will also get a confirmation email that lets you know that your application was successfully submitted. And then you can wait to hear from us. So again, that application deadline for the first cohort of 2025 is December 4th. But you can go to the link today and complete. Also, for your emails coming from us as you fill this application out, if you don't receive it, please make sure to check your spam, your junk. Please make sure you receive it before reaching out to our chatbot and support team.
Thank you so much, Jenna. I actually would like to, oh, I don't know if he left. Tom, if you're still here, what do you know why students would be receiving a forbidden message? Is it from influx of applications? Oh, sorry, you mentioned in the chat. Let me. Tom, I can't hear you. I apologize.
Yes, you can always try a different browser. So we've found that Chrome is the best browser to fill it out on, but if that is not working for you, you could definitely try another type of browser, like Safari or Firefox.
Sorry
That's
about that, Tom. I just understood now what the pointing was.
that's an excellent suggestion. Jenna, thank you for putting that in. We're not seeing it domestically, and so I'm wondering where folks are coming in who are seeing the forbidden link. If you could type, if you are seeing forbidden, and you have a moment and you can tell me from what part of the world you're trying to connect from, that would be interesting and helpful to me.
Also, if you are currently in the program and you're in module 3, then just continue completing your 2024 program. And if you are not able to by the end of that, then you can go ahead and say, okay, I want to join the 2025 program. But right now, our 2024 folks who are in module 3 will not have access to the application for next year, since you're still continuing to go through this year's program.
Okay, so I'm seeing lots of different countries. Thank you. If somebody could drop a screenshot in of what you are seeing, because we are not seeing it here, that could also be helpful. I don't need everybody, but somebody who finds that easy to do.
I think there was one message I saw. I have it saved for you, Tom. I can send it to you.
Thank you.
No problem.
I will add one additional thing to your great presentation, Jenna, and that is that we ask that folks fill in their application using English as their language and Latin style characters. So A's and B's and C's and D's, not necessarily in your local language or your local character set. That helps the evaluation process work.
Perfect. Thank you so much for that important detail, Tom.
Yep. And I'm going to have to step away.
Of course, thank you so much. We appreciate your help. Our technology officer, everybody. But that wraps up our session for today. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us. Let me put some important links right back in chat for you all. Oh, it's not letting me message oh, there it is. So here you'll see our application link once again. We'll also be following up with a recording of this event. So if you had any questions about anything I covered today, you can go back and reference that. We'll also be resending the application link, and we'll be looking into why you guys are getting forbidden messages. So thank you for bringing that to our attention. But again, reset your cache on your internet browser, clear your cookies, try different browsers, just try these different things. And then if we have news for you, we'll follow up. But again, just try to keep applying. And as we mentioned, as Tom and Jenna mentioned, check your emails, check your spam. Make sure you apply early, make sure you verify your email address, and fill out your application in English, and you should be set. Again, as long as you're eligible and you apply, you'll be accepted into the program. Again, our deadline is December 4th, 2024 at 11:59 p.m. EST. That's Eastern Standard Time. That's New York time if you want to look it up. Or you can always Google search what the time is in your time zone. But yeah, that's for cohort 1. And then we'll be announcing more dates and deadlines as we approach our other cohorts throughout the year. So fill out our interest form when we have that available, follow our social media, and just stay tuned. We're so excited that you guys are interested in our program, and we hope to see you next year. Thank you, guys.
One extra note, sorry, I looked at a few of your emails in the system who are having some issues. You are in there, but many of you have received the email verification link. So I would encourage you all to visit your email, check your spam, check your junk, and look for that email verification email that I showed. You'll see a link. And see if you click on that, if you can then begin your application. You will need to verify your email, and wondering if some of you have just not clicked on that link yet in order to start your application. So I encourage you to look in your email and for anything from Aspire Institute.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Jenna. Yep, that's very important. Check your spam again. We did just get another question. Somebody asked if they just completed their college, will they be able to apply for the program this year? If you completed your undergraduate degree, your undergraduate program, and you are not currently enrolled in a postgraduate program and you had graduated within the last 3 years, you are still eligible to apply. So thank you all for your questions. Thank you again for attending, and I hope you have a good morning, evening, noon, night, whatever it is in your part of the world. So thank you, everybody.